Fellas, it's hard to pull off the bucket hat. You can't do it. Ladies, is it hard to pull off the bucket hat? I don't know. Y'all gotta leave me a message in the comments. Let me know. How's the bucket hat working out for the ladies? Now, the secret, what we gotta do, here's what you gotta do. And watch me drop my phone as I always do. Because I get a shit weight instead of a weight that will hold up the phone. See? Yeah, let's get us a real weight. That heavy glass candle will do it right there. About right. Alright. So what you gotta do with the bucket hat? It's just, yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. It's really cool in the summertime. But what you gotta do, especially if it's big, all you gotta do, the trick, and not many people know, you gotta flip that front. Just like that right there. But not too much, because it looks silly. Oh, that's it. I'm telling you, it's an art. It's getting the bucket hat right. You gotta have it. Yeah. You see that? That's the bucket hat. Yeah. How's everybody doing? It's Friday morning, the last trading day of the week, the most important trading day of the week, the day you want to make the most money. Because the only thing you're going to be trading on the weekend is Bitcoin and your brother-in-law's motorcycle parts. You can be trading church recipes. There's nothing wrong with that. Church is great. Church is great. But you ain't gonna find you're not gonna find a dip in good cloud technologies on a weekend. You might find you a dip in Bitcoin. And hey, I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Yeah. I'm not a crypto bro. I'm not a Doge man. I'm not a I'm not a Shibu Inu. All that bullshit. No offense. Because I know how many of you are, not only do you have a large population of incels as crypto bros, but, this has become a religion for a lot of people. Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna work out for them. You cannot fall in love with your investment. I am sorry. You cannot fall in love with your investment. You gotta treat it as any other ticker. Any other ticker, Bubba. Any other. I got some Bitcoin. I do. But am I going to the Bitcoin conference? No. Am I holding for dear life? No. If it falls down to lower 60 levels, then that's when I know I gotta be defensive. And all that technical analysis that's not real, is it? It's just smoke and mirrors. You draw the lines where you want, self-fulfilling prophecy. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you are against technical analysis, you are either a fundamental analysis. Sorry. If you're against technical analysis, you are probably a fundamental analyst. And for some reason, there's technical analysts and fundamental analysts that war with each other. They think that each side is bullshit, and it's not. It's not. You gotta fundamentals is not bullshit. This is from a technical guy. Ooh, speak outside the box. Hey, I'm gonna hit you with, you need a little quantitative analysis. Not to pick your stocks, but to pick your ideas. Not all ideas, but everyone needs ideas in investing. You need another ticker. You need unless you've landed with, super micro computing last March, like I did. Man. But you know what? I found that through quantitative analysis. Yeah. I did. Hey man. I'm a stock picker. Been doing this 7 years? 7 years? Yep. It's pretty nice. Back to Bitcoin. Fucking Bitcoin. Yeah, I own it. Yeah, don't worry. Don't shoot me, Bitcoin children. Crypto bros. Though the Bitcoin ones, guys, that's not even the bad ones. It's the shit coins that, the ones that are going nowhere. I mean, they may go somewhere for 2 or 3 days, and then, of course, if you've never been in a run up with an investment, if it's your first time, then you are likely to hold your shares and not sell them. And why would you do that? You bought them. Why do you think you bought those shares? Did you buy those shares just so you could feel good about owning a part of Walt Disney World? Man, get there with your family. Look up at that nice big Ferris wheel in front of Epcot and be like, Johnny, you see that green seat above the red one? That's mine. That's my 2 shares right there. That's my Disney World. I own Disney World. I'm part of Disney World. No, you gotta sell the stocks. You gotta sell the stocks to make money. And I'm gonna quit trying to say or that sound right there. That one too. Coughing's okay. I'm not a professional videocaster, so this is it is something I'm interested in, and just doing it off the fly like this, not having no plan, is really fun. It really is, and I'm not gonna call it a podcast. There's so many podcasts, and but there's so many I enjoy. You know, I hate to just be one of those guys with a podcast, but you can monetize it, and that's more money for investing. What else? It's another thing you gotta quit saying. Tell you what else. Let's find tobacco product. I'm actually quitting. See that? That's a half a tobacco product. Not a half. Who got the lighter? We're gonna have to change our setup for a second. The lighter is in. Well, yeah. Golf carts definitely make the best camera mounts. Right? Okay. And smoking helps you talk. It's hard. It's hard to light those cigarettes an inch long, aren't they? No, you'll see it as I smoke this cigarette. The talking makes you talking. Talking makes you a better smoker, and smoking makes you a better talker. It's the nicotine, man. Why do you think Einstein and all them old college boys from the 1800s, early 1900s had that little tobacco pipes? They get the hit of nicotine, and mine's going. They're thinking all kinds of new ideas. All kinds of new ideas. Got E equals MC squared. You know? And if you don't know what that means, it's E stands for energy. And you take an object like Smokies, cannabis infused sour blueberry fruit chews, 40 milligrams, by the way. That's a lot of energy. But as an example, we'll go back to Einstein. This is E, right? And what does E equal? MC squared. Okay, so we're going to take E, put it on the side of the equation. Now, E equals mc squared. So you got to figure out what's m. M stands for mass. That's the mass of the object. The mass of the object, well, it's not going to be right because I've done ate some. But we're gonna assume that this collection of objects has mass. All right. So energy over here, you might call that resting energy. If you eat one, you might call it potential energy. It might even evolve into some kinetic energy. I'm not sure, but I do know that get your mass on this side. All right. So on one side of the equation, you got mc squared. What does C stand for? C stands for the speed of light, which is fast. It's 182,000. Now I'm gonna fuck it up. So 182,000 miles per second. I'm almost certain that's right. If it's not, that's just fucking Google it. Okay. But we'll be learning algebra. Since the C is squared, not only do you have the speed of light, you have to times the speed of light by itself. So you have speed of light squared. So you times speed of light times the speed of light times the mass of the object. And that is equal to total energy in this thing. How do you think they built the bomb? Wasn't with regular gummy bears. I can tell you that. Yeah. I didn't even finish it. That's like a fifth of a cigarette. Damn, we're doing good. We're doing real good. You got your science lesson. You know how E equals mc squared works. Back to investing, because that's what I get the most DMs about. I get DMs. I don't get many likes or comments. I just have stalkers. They don't, sometimes you get a friend like something or a family member, but I just got stalkers. Instagram's the worst. You know how you pull up how many people look at your post? Be like, large number. How many likes? Just the cool people. Just the cool people. Cause you gotta watch out for them them stragglers, them strangers, those lurkers, them people that just look at your profile and don't comment, but they're always going to go visit it. How am I going to have all these visitors? I got some visitors. How am I gonna have so many visits to my page and no likes, no comments? And so, well, it's very simple. Stack material is just shit, you know. I know nobody wants to watch this shit. Well, dislike it. Put an angry face. You gotta give some sort of feedback. You gotta give feedback, man. Feedback. That's what it's all about. That way I can adjust my science experiments, investment opportunities. I laugh, I joke a lot. Investment world is really scary right now. I don't know. The bonds look like they might be not crashing right now. But yeah, the bond market's been crashing. I'm sure you're all aware of that. All aware of that, yeah. Man, and most people have no idea how much bigger the bond market is than the stock market. Nobody in our government even knew that in 2008. I swear. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen. But, well. But what's going on with the Fed and rate hikes, talking about rate cuts? It can be a real big mess, and I honestly, when you're looking at investments, I wouldn't pay too much attention to the Fed. I would pay attention to the technical analysis. Not just technical analysis. You have to do some fundamental research. You've got to know what's on that balance sheet. What are you going to do? Own GameStop for 4 days and sell it? It's like, yeah. I was lucky. I was lucky with GameStop. Damn, I was lucky. That just so happened to be after I started investing in. That was the wildest thing I ever seen. I just saw it, cause I knew about the Volkswagen short squeeze, but I had never been involved in a short squeeze before. And to watch those numbers just go up and then fall down just crazy ups. If you've never seen it, go watch a clip of the news whenever GameStop was going through its short squeeze. And that's the scariest part. When you're up $400 or $500. Do you sell? It's like, do you sell? Do I make $400? Or is this going to be worth $800 tomorrow? That's what a short squeeze is like. Yeah. Or is your investment going to be worth $125 tomorrow? That's kind of what a short squeeze is like. Yep. So, GameStop, very, and here's what's funny. It actually, I know they said it was a dead company. It actually wasn't. It wasn't Blockbuster. But, by the time it had got, $7-8 a share, then, yeah, it's probably overvalued. I mean, it was definitely undervalued way before the squeeze. Otherwise, the Michael Burry cat wouldn't have been interested in it. He owned GameStop I believe up until December before the January squeeze. And he made a lot of money off of it. And I'm not worried about Michael Burry. He made a ton of money during the Great Financial Crisis. Just because he looked, that's explained in The Big Short, you know. If you're willing to look, you know, these signs could have been seen. Ship mortgages, dog ship mortgages. They would market them as AAA, because what they would do is take a bunch of ship mortgages, whatever rating, you know. I can't. What is it? Is it B? Anything after a B plus is a junk bond. You want to check me on that. But so you have lot. I mean, just tons of bad mortgages. And you wrap them together, and rate that motherfucker AAA because it's diversified. And we see how that worked out for everyone. Man, sad just to see so much greed from a certain few of bankers and hedge funds, and it's really not all of them. There are really good people in finance. Some of them, you know, when I first started wanted to be a market technician, I would reach out to CMTs on Twitter. Certified market technicians. They actually have the certification. And this is not something I can just go do and take the test. You know, you have to be sponsored by one of the big banks to take the test. You know, I didn't go to Harvard Business School. Anyways, though, the principles of technical analysis still work. You can read the books, and but my point was, all these CMTs are on Twitter, and a lot of CFAs, which is kind of like the fundamental analysis version of a CMT. And all these gentlemen, and I would like to include women, but I just did not meet many women CMTs. I don't know if any. You know, I know there's some great women in finance, but no, I haven't met any women CMTs. But my point is, you know, they're just the nicest people, willing to help me, a retail trader, someone not involved with Wall Street, just taking the money I have and trying to make the best of it, make more of it. And it really blew my mind how incredibly nice these guys were. And if they ever see this, Callum Thomas, him especially, for giving me an opportunity to subscribe to his research business top-down charts. And if you don't have the money for you know, the institutional or mid-level services, there's a very cheap service he has, just called the S&P 500 ChartStorm, and it's one of the best tools I use. This guy is incredible. Callum Thomas, Top Down Charts. And he actually gave me a lifetime membership to his research because I caught a scammer pretending to be him. Basically, he was one of those dudes that he had the right picture, he had the right everything, except on Twitter, one little ad was misspelled. Otherwise, it looked identical to Callum's profile. So a lot of people got scammed. Ended up reporting that dude and getting him out of there. And Callum, him being the great guy that he is, gave me that research for free. And it's one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for me. And that it's truly incredible. Just reading a book about technical analysis is one thing, but to get to see institutional research that hedge funds see and getting to figure it out. First of all, you got to be able to interpret it, but got an eye itch. Okay, another guy, Andrew Moss, CMT. His Substack is called Trading Adventures, and he does market analysis. I'm not sure how many days a week. It might just be 1 to 2. Because I can't be, I can't be at all the research places at all the time and still be reading the educational books, making trades, and then taking stuff, taking care of things around the house and cats and dogs and helping out parents. Anyways, I don't know why I go off on those rants, but Andrew Moss is another very nice gentleman and really helpful for me in my education. J.C. Peretz from All Star Charts, one of the smartest, if not the smartest, interpreter of stock market trends I've ever seen. He'll call bear market or bull market, and that's pretty much it. Like when he calls it. I mean, no one has a 100% track record, right? Unless they call one. But stupid joke. But JC is incredible, and so if you ever so check out All Star Charts and J.C. Peretz and Straza, and those two guys, along with a guy named Spencer, do the morning show. Starts every morning, 7:30 Central here, an hour before market open. And it's a great way to start the trading day. Well, actually, I don't start the trading day that way. I get up early. As you can see, it's black outside. And I do my research and get everything ready for the day, and then I like to relax a little bit and watch the morning show on YouTube, and it's called Stock Market TV. And I'll put a link to it because there are so many horrible people on YouTube pretending to be financial gurus. I'm not going to say any names. Jeremy. And the only reason I'm calling you out, Jeremy Fufu, is because we were friends. We would talk, and we had a lot of great ideas. But you just would not listen to that technical analysis, would you, Bubba? I wish you would have. I would have saved you a lot of money. You thought that Tesla stock was just going to keep going up forever. And I'm not making fun of you, Jeremy, but my problem with you is that you make money educating people. And I know more about investments than you do, pal. So, take a hike. You know? You've cost a lot of people and their families a lot of money. And I think you were trying to do the right thing. I just think after the great financial crisis, you're a kid coming along when everything is down and out. You invest in Tesla, you invest in these stocks, and yeah, stock market turns, it starts going up. Yeah, you're going to do great for a while coming out of a financial crisis. We have cycles. And buddy, you was not prepared for Mr. Jerome in the Federal Reserve. This is 36 minutes already. I'll tell you what. There's probably and I may separate the investment from other videos because there's probably some people that just don't give a shit at all about the investment. And there's probably some that really care, so I may want to divide those two things up. But let me tell you, when we're looking for something good in the weed category, that's that tire fire. Can you see it? Having trouble. You can probably smell it through the phone, you know. Jeez. Some good stuff. But I'm good. I don't need it. I ain't smoked a day. Like I said, I don't like to be high whenever I'm when I'm trading stocks or doing research. Some research is okay, but you know, you know, I know some people love to be high all the time, and I used to be that way. I can't lie. You know, I used to smoke weed all the time, but I mean, at some point, you're just not even getting high. You're just smoking weed, and you smoke so much that your tolerance won't even allow you to get high. It's kind of like them drunks who drink 40 beers. Yeah. But yeah, I hadn't done a video in a long time, and I'm doing well. Doing really well, despite the fact that now how am I doing? That's right. Y'all didn't think I was quitting smoking, did you? Look at this. Look at this. Half cigarette here. 3/4 of one here. Can't smoke these things forever, man. Well, some people can. There are people who smoke their whole lives and are completely fine. But then there's a lot of people who are not. So I enjoy the old cigarette, the old nicotine. But at the same time, I can't be one of those people who just smokes a lot. I don't like all that. I don't like all that hacking shit. Plus, you know, if you smoke a joint, you don't even want a cigarette. I wish I could take some questions. Hey, I may make this a regular thing. We're 41 minutes in. Let's call it a day. Let's call it episode 1. Yeah, everybody's episode 1 sucks. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's put it on YouTube. Let's monetize it. And for real, I do want to make a good channel for financial education. I think that would be good, and possibly do some comedy. Okay.